Hey guys, so this is factoring polynomials part 2. So first we're going to start off by looking at the left side. We want to think of two numbers unmultiplied equal to 3. So our only option really is 3 times 1. And then we want to look at the right side and we want to think of two values that multiplied equal to 8. So we have two options. We can either choose 8 times 1, or we can choose 4 times 2. So we're going to go over it using both of those options. So first I'm going to start off by writing 3 times 1, which corresponds to the left. Sorry about that. And we're going to go 3 times 1. And then we're going to use the 8 times 1 on the right. So in the end, we want the numbers to cross multiply and then add to equal to 8. But as you guys can tell, in front of the 8, we actually have a negative sign. So we want to actually account for that negative sign that we have over there. So we'll just write 8 and 1 and think of probably the best place to have that negative sign. So because it's a negative 2, we want the larger number to have that negative sign. So I'm going to add it beside the 8. So now we can cross multiply these values. So what we're going to do is we're going to cross multiply. So 3 times 1 is equal to 3. And then negative 8 times 1 is equal to negative 8. And that's going to be equal to negative 5. So in the end, like we said, we want a number that's equal to negative 2, which is the number in the center. So that's not correct. So now we're going to try using the 4 times 2 that we have that equals to 8. So again, we're going to start off by writing 3 times 1, which we have on the left side. And then we're going to add in the 4 times 2. So in the end, we want a negative 2. So I'm going to start off by putting that 4 on the top and the 2 on the bottom. And we want to ask ourselves, where should we add that negative sign? Should we add it in front of the 4 or in front of the 2? So because we want a number that's negative in the end, once we add it, we're going to add it to the number that multiplies to equal the larger number. So when we cross multiply the first value, so the 3 times 2, that's going to equal to 6. Whereas when we multiply that 1 times 4, it's going to equal to 4. So we should add that negative sign in front of that 2, because then we're going to end up with a negative 6. So I'm going to write down negative 6, and then when we cross multiply that, the 1 times 4 is going to equal to positive 4. In the end, we're going to end up with a negative 2, which is the number that we want. So what we're going to do is we're going to write the factor out. And like the last video, we're going to do that horizontally. So I'm going to change my color over here. We can essentially imagine that there's a X right on the left side. So this makes it a little bit easier to see, in my opinion. So then we can just go 3x plus 4 for one of the factors, and then the other one would be x minus 2. So write it horizontally. And then that would be your final answer. And that's it. Thank you.